Righto, I think we're live. G'day guys and girls, and welcome back to the Race Spec Esports YouTube channel. It is Tuesday night, which means we're back to the Regional Leagues night here in the Pacific Series. We're back for tier number 3. We had a bit of a week break last week to coincide with the Anzac Day weekend, but we're back again, and we're going to go full on for the next... how long it will ever be, I've lost track of how many races we've got left. Let me just quickly double check that. It's probably the final 5 races of the season. But round 11 takes us to the Mexican Grand Prix, which is 4.304 kilometers, 2.674 miles in length, 3 DRS zones, 1 down the front straight, 1 between turns 2, 3, and 4, between turns 3 and 4, and 1 between turns 11 and 12, 17 corners, 7 to the left, and 10 to the right, clockwise in direction here. It is certainly going to be a very interesting track, to say the least. We've gone the full upwards in the graphics this time around, I'll say the least. So, hopefully you are enjoying this as I am. So let us take you. Hopefully we'll get us into the position. There we go. To some live track action here, where I bring you to a very wet Mex Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. All the guys at the moment are on the intermediate tyres as we speak. And also a big thank you again to our great mates at Go Workplace Training for sponsoring the Pacific side of things, as they usually do. Well, they have been for majority of this season. So we've got 13 runners here with us tonight. A little bit down, let's just to say the least, for this week. But I think a few guys have already put in their absences already as to why they are missing this round. Some haven't fortunately been able to pull their absences down, and I'm not sure why really, but yeah, do let us know if you're watching down in the live chats. Obviously, hang on, I'll just get the graphic up. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, I've made a few changes in between the last round back at the United States and this round, so I've had the week break. Well, actually it took me about on last Friday. I actually had a little muck around here just to get used to all the different graphics and whatnot. They're probably looking on his screen right now thinking this was probably a little bit different to what you saw back at the United States. I had to do some tests, obviously, just to, just to see what quality and whatnot, and what speeds my internet could take, sort of thing. So, I mean, for the pretty much, I think for the remainder of the season, I'm going to have to stream it like 720p and 30 FPS, not 60 FPS, because otherwise my internet will not cop it. So again, I apologize, but that's just the nature. If I had a much better house with better internet, then I probably would stream it a whole lot higher than it currently is. But I'm going to have to do it with this anyway for the rest of this season anyway, and probably, well, if I do commentate on for the next season anyway. So, currently at the moment, as you can see, it is Charbosaurus Rex who's back with us. I keep getting the glitch where the fastest lap does not show up. Lovely stuff. Who's back with us this week after missing the United States Grand Prix. 125.826, currently the fastest lap time at the moment. Got the current championship leader, Smeg, there in position 2. I think he's just about to improve his lap time here. We'll stick a board with him here, see whether he does so. So he comes across the line now and sets a 25.853. So it does improve, but stays in this position 2. A Pup Mastiff, who was just right behind him, just jumped into 3rd there with a 26.686. We got Lunacy there in position 4. We got MJJ in position 5. A Scooter Matata there in 6th. Hold Up Man Dan, who's filling in, I think he's a reserve driver if memory serves me correctly, but he's filling in for WA Huttons, who's not here. Of course, WA Huttons is the full-time driver in Ferrari along with Lahardo, but Hold Up Man Dan is doing it for him this week. Honest Crook has just joined late. James Cruz is another driver I haven't seen for quite a while. I'm not sure whether is James in tier 4. Can't actually remember, or is he just a reserve? I can't remember, but anyway, that he's in the Mercedes. He's just popped himself into third, actually, with a 26.260. Because he's filling in for, I think it's Shush FC or something. I need to remember all these drivers. Trust me, it's been a week. Give me a break, will you? They got MJJ in 6. Actually, you say that. The Scooter Batata now drops into 6th position there with a 26.865. We got, who else? We got Holderman Dan in 8th, Lahardo 9th, and Metz there rounding out your top 10 currently as someone just takes out the bollard. I think that'll be Johnny there in the other Alfa Romeo. Obviously, he's the one that's not showing his gamer tag. I don't know why. There seems to be a common theme. Whenever, well, not necessarily with me, but sometimes when I join a lobby, and sometimes the gamer tags don't show up. But maybe for others, when they show up late, then sometimes their gamer tags will not show up. So yeah, that's just the way it is. Unfortunately, lovely game as always. Why they brought out a small little patch yesterday for something about career mode, I have no bloody clue. I get that there's some people out there that love the career mode side of things, but come on, guys, really? You got to do a lot better than that. Seriously. I mean, like I said on my Twitter, if you don't follow me on social media, it is at VSR Roscoe on my socials. Pretty much majority of the socials there. I basically said that why on earth would you bring out a bloody useless update? Let's be honest. It was nothing, really. I didn't even see how much it was, but it's useless. Considering the game cycle's the game's nearing the end of cycle. The new game, F1 2021's coming out in July, I believe. So, yeah, I can't make of it. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the live chat as always. So, what do you think? Was it a useless update that F1 2020 Codemasters brought out, or what? But honestly, like, I think a few people would agree. I think people should focus. I think they should focus on online a bit more than career mode. Like I said, I get there's career mode people out there on the YouTube, but yeah, there's a lot of people that focus just on the online side of things. Anyway, so we've got Danny Kvyat actually on the track, not the actual Danny Kvyat. I would assume it's not. I think it's who's in the AlphaTauri. I can't remember. I should know. Artie Chengs. I think it's Artie Chengs. Might have joined late actually into the lobby, so it might correct itself before we go into the race. Just nicely cuts the corner through there. That's the Alpha of Johnny just getting out of everybody's road here. So don't think the weather is improving at the current moment. There's a few guys still. There's pretty much, I think, half in the pit lane nearly and half out in the racetracks at the moment. So just going to Matata back into the pit lane. So I'm going to assuming that it's going to be a dry race, which means they can pretty much go flat out here, as that's Johnny having a little bit of a spin going through the S section here as he just absolutely nails the polystyrene sign and goes every single which way. You love to see it here, don't you? I saw the head steward's briefing, only for a slight little bit, and of course the drivers are being warned of a few things around here, especially track limits around here, which can catch a few people out. See pit lane entry as well, which we just jumping aboard here with Johnny. Obviously, don't cross the white line as he gets a little bit sideways there. But just let me know as well, guys and girls, if you're watching. How's the volume quality? I have changed, obviously, my game capture card. I've gone from the HD60 to the HD60S Plus. So gaming sound on PlayStation may sound a little bit lower, possibly. I might sound a little bit louder, but yeah, just of course let me know here. So we'll just jump aboard here with a lap here with Johnny in the Alfa Romeo. Must also note as well that I must apologise for not having gaming audio for the last stream I did, which was RS4 back in the United States. I somehow forgot to change my settings in that one, so I apologise about that one. But we've lost MJJ. I'm just trying to find who the nearest car is. I should have gone on with Artie Chengs, but I didn't. I'm a bit late, but we've just missed it there. So he's had it off through the S section here, which will catch people out, not just in the wet, but in the dry as well. So he's out of qualifying. He's currently sitting in 7th on a 26.8. Who else we got here on a flyer? We're going to go back with Johnny into the baseball section here. Well, it was formerly a baseball section. Now it's part of the racetrack. Coming out of 16 into 17. Just got a nice and easy on to the power here. And he puts in his first lap time into the 6th place with a 26.370, does Johnny. Chabosaurus Rex is back in the pit lane, so you'll more than likely see these guys obviously doing multiple laps on the intermediate tyres because these tyres have got a lot of grip around here. That's Artie Chang's there getting a little bit sideways coming out of the first couple of corners. There's a Mercedes there in the background. Not sure which one it is. Actually, it might be Pump Mastiff. Yes, it is. Stig and MJJ have left. What? Okay. What's... Have I just glitched out? No. Hang on. I need to double check here. Stand by, folks. What is going on? Apparently, what is going on? Have to double check here. Excuse me. Let me just double check from... Well, I don't know what's going on here. Are we still got a lobby? Elite. The backup soon bit in a minute. Just a standby, guys. I'm not sure what is going on here. Are we still in a lobby? We must be. Did I... What? I don't know what the hell happened. Let's see here. Can I... how do I get in? Just stand by, folks. I'll be... Alright, folks, let me just check. The mic going? Looks like it. Yes, so sorry about the long wait. I'll explain a few things, what's been going on these last, I don't know how many minutes we've been away from it for the time being, but we're just almost at the loading screen at the moment. Some people unfortunately got kicked out during qualifying, so had to set a custom grid, but anyway, we'll focus on that in a second. While we look at the driver standings, while we're waiting on everybody to ready up now. So, if everything is working, hopefully it is. Is it working? I don't even know. It's supposed to be music playing in the background, but I don't even know if it is. Is it? But probably won't matter anyway. But currently, Smeg is still the leader of the championship. 11 points clear of Chubasaurus Rex. Then it's another point behind there, if I can read the screen here very closely here, to Schooner Matata there in third. So it's still on in the driver standings. Lunacy, unfortunately, we've just lost him, which I'll explain in a current moment. And Pump Mastiff in fifth. Artie Chang's in sixth. Ash is in seventh. He's not here. Suskuz, who's not here either, in seventh. Ash in 7th, Suskuz in 8th, TCF Old Boy in 9th, and Mets running at your top 10. Then just outside MJJ, then you got the Stig in 12th, and you can see everybody up and down the field for all the drivers' standings. So I'll just let you have a little ponder there for a moment, just to see where your favourite drivers are. We'll look at constructors very quickly. So we're back on the live screen in just a second. So Renault still on 249 points of a 44-point margin over Racing Point there in position 2. Williams on 170 points, so they could make some inroads potentially with 5 races to go. In third, AlphaTauri on 4th on 130 points. Haas in 5th on 121 points. Alfa Romeo in 6th on 105. Mercedes in 7th on 94. Ferrari in 8th on 91. So that could be a fiery battle there for the minor placings. Red Bull in 9th on 81 and McLaren running at your top 10. Right, let's get back to this screen, shall we? Let me just bring the details up. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'll need. So obviously it was an intermediates qualifying if you've just joined us. But it is a dry race. So, yeah, basically, Lunacy, who was originally the host of this tier, unfortunately his internet dropped out, which meant a few other guys, which included me, also dropped out. But he could say nearly half the grid was still, doing qualifying, basically. So, it was basically decided to, everybody else, I think, was still doing qualifying, but then in the end, obviously, everyone had to restart. We had to restart the lobby. Had to get a different host in the end, and unfortunately, we've lost Lunacy in the end because his internet has pretty much died, I think. So it's really unfortunate for Lunacy, especially considering, like I mentioned, he's 4th in the standings. So you got a mixture of tyres up and down the grid. So majority are on softs. The only ones are not on softs are Johnny, Schooner Matata, Pump Mastiff, Artie Chang's and Lajado are on the medium tyres. So we've now got 14 runners here for the Mexican Grand Prix. Hopefully the wait for however long it has been was worth it. Let's hopefully get a race start going here, shall we? Here we go for the Mexican Grand Prix. 5 red lights. It's been a long wait, but away we go here at the Mexican Grand Prix. Usually pole is a big curve going down to turn 1. There's going to be side by side here between Chubasaurus Rex and the Haas there. I don't even know who it was. Into turn 1 we go. Everyone going 3, 4 wide. Can we get through here cleanly? Oh, there's a Mercedes being pushed off into the gravel. He went way too deep there. I can't work out which one it is. That's not Lunacy. That's Schooner Matata is off the road. There's a lot of cars that got front wing damage. There's Chubasaurus Rex. He's currently leading the way. Then it's Smeg who's made up some spots. There's Hold Up Man Dan and Johnny in the background. Looks like they're fighting away. Even Hold Up Man Dan with front wing damage is still fighting hard here for position. So he's got front wing damage. Who else has got front wing damage? I assume there's a few guys that have got front wing damage along here. Oh, there's contact there in the back. That was Mets and MJJ. Now the Alfa Romeo driver's got front wing damage as well. So a lot's happening. I'm trying to work out who's got front wing damage and who hasn't. I think James Cruz is a potential another one. Hard to tell. I know the other Mercedes has. Yes, he's got left front wing damage. The same with Pump Mastifo. He might have got away with it, actually. But there's a few guys that got chips off either left or right. But Chabosaurus Rex leads lap 1 here at the Mexico Grand Prix with a 120.476. Good margin, and there's the lap 2 glitch, as always happens. Typical, as always, Cody's. You still haven't fixed this damn glitch. So, Metz in, Lajardo in, and Escuda Matata in. This is the guy that's third in the championship, is Escuda Matata. So he's getting a front wing change and onto the mediums. Lajardo, soft compound tires and a front wing change. Same for Metz, he's gone on to mediums. It'll rectify itself in a minute. Just bear with me, folks. But it's still, I think Chabosaurus Rex still leading the way. Give it a minute. It usually rectifies itself come sector 2. Nice margin that Chabosaurus Rex has got over Smeg in position 2. Who's got a little bit of close battle here with, that's Otis Crook there in what will be third. Give it a minute. It usually fixes itself in the sector 2. And a sector 2, I think. Hopefully. Oh, yellow flag. That's the Stig. Who's gone way around, actually. Look at the damage on the front there. That probably would explain why there's no damage. A safety car for that has actually been deployed. What on earth is going on here at the Mexican GP? That should not have been a safety car. Virtual, yes, but I don't know about a safety car full on general. So, who's going to take advantage? Otis Crook is in to the pit lane. Is he getting a front wing change? No, he's going to hard compounder tyres. Hold up man Dan. He'll probably get a front wing change because he was the other guy that got front wing damage. So, he's got another set of softs. MJJ, same, another set of softs. Power Sight's going for hards by the looks of things. James Cruz onto the mediums. I think he's had a front wing change as well. So there's already been a lot of front wing changes already happening, and it's only lap 3. As there's Stig in, obviously he'll have to have a front wing change because he's got no nose cone. So he jumps onto the medium compounder tyres. So I think the only guys that haven't pitted are pretty much the top 5. So Chabosaurus Rex is your leader over Smeg, championship leader in position 2. So he's taken full advantage of what occurred at the first corner there. No doubt there's going to be some steward inquiries for that one. I'm going to assume someone broke a little bit too late going into turn 1. And, well, just all hell broke loose. What more can you say, really? Lajardo back into the lane again. And he's missing a front wing as well. So that's another front wing change. 2 and 2 laps for him. You want to be careful here because the safety car is just coming around the final couple of corners here, actually. He hopefully should remain on the lead lap. Might take a little bit of time here for everybody to catch up. But what do the leaders do, I wonder? It's been a little bit tricky, this one, because, well, I think majority of people would probably say a 2-stop is the way to go around Mexico. But don't rule out a 1-stop, especially if the guys on the mediums, the leader of that is Artie Changs in 3rd, Johnny in 4th, and Pump Stiff in 5th. They're all the guys that are leading on the medium compounder tyres that did not stop. The guys on the soft, Smeg and Chabosaurus Rex, well, if they want to make the 1-stop work, they're going to have to stretch their soft compounder tyres a long, long way in this stint. Lachlan, there he is. Hello, sir. Good to see you again. Of course, the man who was originally a commentator in Race Spec. Unfortunately, I think he probably got a little bit, got bored of the F1 game. He's more focusing on the iRacing side of things these days, but seems to be the way to go with some of the former F1 drivers. They end up to iRacing. Who knows? That might be me in the future. You never know. It's great to see you here. Cool Kyogre. Had the loading emoji there to probably be for earlier on. And TRT Rockio. Come on, Chabosaurus Rex. So he's supporting the Williams driver there. Rockio is from the RS leagues. Not sure if he does any of the Euro or yeah, I think he's Euro driver. So I'm not sure if he does the Euro tiers or what during on a Tuesday night. So not much going on here in under safety car. Let's have a look. So there's everybody that's stopped at the moment. Honest Crook, MJJ, Metz, Hold Up Man, Dan, Schooner Matata, Power Sight, James Cruz, Stig, and Lahardo's done a 2-stop. There's the movers and shakers up the grid. So big mover is actually Artie Cheng's up 7 spots. But of course that would have to be because of, well, everybody... a few people getting front wing damage right, left, and centre, so taking full advantage of that. So do not try to pass under safety car, please. Trying to be cheeky there. Next best is actually Metz in 8th with up 4 spots. Biggest losers so far, Schooner Matata down 5, and James Cruz also down 5, and Honest Crook down 4. So, yeah, it was got probably a little bit caught up with getting the sort of championship standings and, you know, who's starting on what tyre. But what you saw earlier on was basically the grid for this one, because we had to do a custom grid, obviously. But I think we're just waiting on Lahardo, who's coming again. Let's change back. Actually, he's retiring from the race. It's a weird one. I probably get it if you're... not having a great race. Just excuse me a second. Just getting the vocal cords warmed up, but oh, Power Sight's around here under the safety car. So he's looked like he might have got on the power a little bit too early there, or not. I'm not sure. As the safety car will be in this lap here. Thankfully, it doesn't look like he's got any front wing damage. The hard compounded tyres might be very cold, so that probably might be a reason why he's back down in 13th position there. So it's a bit of a weird one. I get that, obviously, the top 15 score points. So, I mean, if Lahardo had pretty much finished the race, he would have still scored points. But, yeah, I mean, take of that what you will. But we're about to get a restart going here. Don't go too early yet, otherwise safety car's not in the pit lane, which I think it is now. And Smeg is all over the back of Chupasaurus Rex at the restart here, so that was not a great restart there for the Williams driver. In fact, Smeg might take full advantage of this, will he? Obviously, you have to have the slipstream effect here at the end of turn 1, but no, just plays it patiently for the time being. But that was a good restart there for Smeg. He went with the Williams driver, Chupasaurus Rex. Jose Julia, are we back? Yes, we are back. It took a little bit of time, but we got there in the end. And a lobby restart, but we got there. So, Chupasaurus Rex leads the way over Smeg. They're the guys on the soft compounder tyres. Artie Cheng's is 3rd. He's the leader of the medium compounder tyres. Oh, there's a Haas there in the background. They got a little bit sideways. Going side by side with Metz there, and now side by side there with, I think that was the Ferrari. That was not the camera I was looking for, Cody's. Schooner Matata looking for the back. Oh, he goes in deep there. Just hold up man down. I probably should have a look on here. He's on board here. Johnny gets his 3-second time penalty, so go on to do that. There's Honest Crook going very, very sideways there. Trying to get a better camera angle here for you, everybody. So far, I think relatively we've been clean so far. Lahardo leaves the session. So it'll be interesting to see what these guys do at the front. 17.9, fastest lap of the race for Chupasaurus Rex. It's more like your standing lap time around here. As Pump Stiff and MJJ. Oh, this could get ugly. It could include Johnny in this as well. So Pump Stiff nearly pushing MJJ through the corner. Because MJJ's on softs. So he'll have the grip advantage for the time being. Oh, and the teammates going side by side there. Johnny is absolutely getting swamped here. Honest Crook's going through. Hold up, man. Dan, let's jump aboard with him. He might go 2 for 1 here up the inside of Honest Crook. Is each other racing room. Goes deeper into the corner, gets the move done. Johnny now under attack from Schooner Matata there. So the guys on the fresh rubber look like they're taking full advantage of this so far. Johnny, another 3-second time penalty, so he's racking up the penalties already. Schooner Matata just has a little look at Johnny, but no can do there. Go easy on me, guys. I've got to do another tier at about, I don't know how long it is, about under 40 minutes from now, so I've got to be easy here. Metz has dropped a couple of spots here. I think by the look of it, hold up man Dan, as everybody takes the ultra defensive line into turn 1. This looks like hold up man Dan does not have a lot of ERS up his sleeve, which he does not compared to everybody else. Comes Honest Crook, trying to go, oh, it might have been a little bit of contact there. Did that result in front wing damage? Not too bad, I don't think, so might have gotten away with that one. Oh, there's a spinner in the background. That's Johnny in the Alfa Romeo. Now, it's hard to tell whether he got touched or... whether he got a touch or whether he's done this all by himself, but it's got front wing damage big time on the Alfa Romeo as he goes in way too deep here at turn 4. So he'll have to come back in for a front wing change, but back in the front, good margin there for Chubosaurus Rex. MJJ, another 3-second time penalty. 1.7 seconds that margin is between Chubosaurus Rex and Smeg. And these guys are pulled away from Artie Cheng, so they're 3.8 further down the road. You know, MJJ not too far behind. He's not quite in the DRS window for Artie Cheng's either, so he might come under attack from Pump Stiff unless he's got a bigger margin when they get to the DRS. Can't afford to use too much, because you won't have enough straight line speed. I think your engine power sometimes decreases if you have under 10% ERS, so... Even though MJJ is using a lot of overtake, it probably won't be helping him much here, but he still manages to hang on. Just in the background here, Honest Crook trying to put pressure again on Hold Up Man Dan. Oh, it gets a little bit sideways. That'll be the hard compounder tyres. See the difference there of the ERS there. That was only for a quick moment there, but I mean, Johnny's in the pit lane. Oh, someone went deep there. That was Honest Crook. And now, oh, Metz might take full advantage of this. Let's jump aboard with him. There's that Haas. Might not have the drive out of this corner here. No, he doesn't. So, Honest Crooks hangs on for 7th place. Of course, the hard competitors might take a little bit of time to get up to temperature, but once they come up to temperature, they'll be good to go for the rest of this race. This Pump Stiff has got by MJJ for position 4, so that's a change. Soft tyres usually go off pretty well around this joint as well. Metz and Honest Crook going side by side. That's a little bit tight. He might have this done here. Oh, he goes in deep there. There's Honest Crook into the corner, the penultimate corner I should say. Nearly cost him, and he just manages to hang on for the time being. This is also a battle here for 7th, 8th and 9th. We might jump a store to Scooter Matata. Going 3 wide down the front straight. And he gets that move done. So he takes 2 for 1 there. Does a Scooter Matata. Honest Crook back to 8th and Metz back to 9th. Stig now a 3-second time penalty for him. James Cruz putting a bit of pressure all over the back of Metz as he covers down the inside. But not quite having enough here. If you can try and hang it around the outside, he might have the position. Not quite. He thought about it. Smeg, 3-second time penalty. That's critical as well. Oh, hello. Around the outside goes to Stig. I didn't see that come out of nowhere. That would have been a little bit of interesting one to pass him around the outside. But he gets the spot done for 10th. So, wow, that was certainly an interesting move. Would have liked to have seen the outboard footage of that one. Please, Cody's make replay cameras a thing in the next game. It's Johnny now back onto the soft competitor tyres. At the front, we're up 11, start lap 11, so 10 complete. MJJ another 3-second time penalty, so 1.8 seconds the gap between Chubosaurus Rex and Smeg. Artie Cheng's there in 3rd. So they're 6 seconds behind. He's just trying to break the slipstream here. No right, because nobody's really got the DRS to you, Artie, to be honest. So, thinking it can afford it. MJJ doesn't look like he was in the window for the DRS, even though it says he's under a second, but I don't think he was there. Probably can be said for this DRS straight here. Johnny, another 3-second time penalty, so he's trying to make up as much ground as he can, but see track limits are costing him. Honest Crook and Metz are switching positions again. I think Metz has got position 8 of Honest Crook. So that's the advantage of the more softer rubber. The hard competitor tyres will come into it eventually later on. Through the S section we go. Here's a good camera shot that you love to see. And had a great shot from the chopper cam. I don't even know if that was the chopper cam or not, but is a battle brewing here. Pup Mastiff is closing in to the back of Artie Chang's. Holder man Dan has picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. So this might be a change of position here. It's 1.6 seconds up the front. The pit window is open apparently, thanks to the F1 Insights powered by AWS. Not a sponsor of this league, I might confirm. And up the inside goes Pup Mastiff. That's pretty easy there for him there. So he looks like he's got a little bit more pace by the look of it on the medium compactor tyres. So let's see what he can do here. He's up onto the podium. And Artie Cheng's back to 4th position for the time being. Johnny, another 3-second time penalty. Looks like he's getting it through that S section there. He must be racking up the penalties there in the Alfa Romeo. Still Chubosaurus Rex leading the way. Who else is close battle here? Metz and Ascuna Matata are close on track here. Not really quite go for a move there. Metz a 3-second time penalty as well. So you probably see a lot of that around Mexico, because track limits are a big thing around here. Trust me, I know. The Pup Mastiff has got that margin out to 1.2 seconds, so he's out of the DRS window. As the race leader's in the lane, so Adspec follows him. So this will be interesting to see what tyres these guys go on. Do they go 1 stop or 2 stop? Hards for Smeg. Mediums for Chubosaurus Rex. Interesting. Now to be the question of whether he can get those mediums to the end of the race. Hards can definitely go to the end. We'll have to wait and see as... Oh, hold up man Dan and Schooner Matata. I think they've swapped positions. I think Schooner Matata's got to 4th, so... Oh, there goes Metz in the background. A little careful on the rejoin. Sure nobody else is around you. Hopefully you are ghosting. Not really sure whether he's done that to himself or what, but there goes Chubosaurus Rex actually through those two there, so going to have 2 cars. Oh, that was a little bit close there between Powersight and Metz. But now he's put 2 cars in between him and Smeg as Chubosaurus Rex. So he can start to pull away while Smeg will probably be stuck behind traffic for a little bit. Whether he can get past those guys quickly, we'll wait and see. So it's Pup Mastiff now who's leading the Mexican Grand Prix. Into the baseball section we go. Now he's not pitted, I believe. There's the penalty situation as we speak. So the medium runners may go long here. We'll wait and see. Schooner Matata looks like he's closing into the back of MJJ, who's basically got 0 ERS, and you can probably tell there's going to be a lot of straight line difference here, I reckon. Whether he can get it done into turn 1 or not. It looks like he will. Schooner Matata up into 3rd position. Just wait for it. You're risking it, MJJ, but thinks better of it, I think. Oh, it gets a little bit sideways there, does the car. Turn 3, so that's him up to 3rd place. So there's the penalty situations. That's where we stand on the stops. So remember, majority of these guys have probably done a 1 stop. Have done a stop already. That was for them under the safety cars. Smeg has got by Powersight. In fact, I don't think Powersight really put up much of a fight there, really. So, good man. Just keeping out of everyone that probably you're not racing with. See what happens if we can get past Metz here quickly as he can. So that margin is building here with Chubosaurus Rex, who's catching up to the next group of traffic, which is James Cruz. Hold up, man. Dan, there's another 3-second time penalty for him. So it's going to be a case of how long do these guys stay out on the mediums before they go. Well, it depends on hards or softs or whatever they will go on. We'll wait and see. But 3.4 seconds that margin. Oh, MJJ, 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. This will be his 2nd stop. 11 laps on softs. My God, that's incredible effort. He goes onto the hard competitor tyres. He's done a 2-stop. Actually, let me just double check here. Pit stops. No, this is what I need. Where is he? Soft. Oh, yeah, soft, medium. That's soft, hard. Sorry, my apologies. So yeah, that's a very long stint on softs, I've got to say. Hold Up Man Dan's probably in the same boat. He's on 11 laps old softs, but like I mentioned before, some of these guys have probably already done a one stop already, as Metz gets a 3-second time penalty. This is probably the closest battle we got here. Hold Up Man Dan's just out a second window here. And Chubasaurus Rex is actually closing up to these guys, so this may help Smeg. He's got past Metz as well, so this actually may help out Smeg here a little bit. James Cruz goes for a look up the inside into the baseball section. Oh, that was a little bit close there. And ghosting is happening, apparently, on my screen. Up the inside. Caution. Oh, gonna go around the outside. That's never an easy move to do. Oh, tight. There goes Hold Up Man Dan, so he's pulled out of it. But he gets the move done in the end, so Chubasaurus Rex up into 5th. But both these guys will have DRS, so does James really fight back here? I think Scooter Matata and Artie Chang's battle's going right, left to centre. And Scooter Matata gets back up into 2nd spot now. What about this battle? I don't think James put up much of a fight there, so puts Chubasaurus Rex up in the 5th spot. As Hold Up Man Dan's onto the hard competitor tyres. He's come out in the 11th place. Where are we, James? Johnny, another 3-second time penalty. He'd be on the brink, I swear, of getting disqualified later on if he keeps that up. He's already got 15 seconds worth of penalties. MJJ's the next with 14. So it'll probably mean he won't be making another stop, I would dare say. Yeah, Scooter Matata up in the 2nd spot now. Probably will have to stop again. Honest Crook probably won't have to stop again, although his hard competitor tyres will be wearing very late on into the race if he does decide to stay out. And Chubasaurus Rex is closing in, actually, as his Smeg is starting to close in on James Cruz. He'll probably have to start. As I say that, Pump Stiff is in, Scooter Matata in. Oh, that's close. That's pretty cheeky there, I've got to say. That would probably result in a collision, I would have to say. But Pump Stiff onto the hards. Scooter Matata going for softs. Interesting strategy. So, doubt whether he can get the softs to the end of the race, but it might be doing another stop later on. Metz for the hard competitor tyres. I think he's done a top 2 stop, I'm pretty sure. Let me have a... sorry, that's not the one I'm looking for. Where am I looking at? The harder, no, that's not what I need. Scooter Matata, medium, soft. Okay, so he has not done the soft competitor tyres yet, so he doesn't think the hards will get to the end. Although they probably might, but probably don't want to have the very cold grip for a few laps anyway, so... Meanwhile, Chubasaurus Rex is closing in at a rate of knots here. He's literally put the foot down here to try and pull away from Smeg. Up the inside he goes into the baseball section. Or coming into the baseball stadium section. So actually, these guys are closing into Artie Cheng, so he probably won't be too far away from a pit stop, I would think. We'll wait and see as he actually pulls into the lane right now, so... It'll allow Honest Crook to take the race lead, but for how long, we'll wait and see. Probably won't be for too much longer, although he will have DRS for Honest Crook. But he's not really quite close enough. Artie Cheng's going for the hard competitor tyres. Smeg not really closing into the moment to the back of James Cruz. Here we go. This is the battle we want to see. Has he got the DRS open? Now he does. There was a bit of a late one there for Chubasaurus Rex. This is for position, I think, so they're going to fight it hard. He's going to try to do crisscross. No, try to go around the outside. Why not? Oh, there's a bit of contact there. No harm done, I don't think, but he will get the move done around the outside to turn to the inside of turn 7. Gets the race lead back. What a good move there for Chubasaurus Rex. So he'll now to start to pull away, but of course he's got to manage his tyres till the end of the race. Whether he can or not, we'll wait and see. So let me just double check again. Oh, sorry guys, I've got to just double check. Yeah, soft to hard says Honest Crook. So he could try to go to the end of the race, can Honest Crook, but like I mentioned, the hard competitor tyres will probably be wearing out a little bit. 14 laps, so the MJJ, not a 3-second time penalty. Smeg not really closing into the back of James Cruz like I thought he would. It's still early days here at the moment. Is Pup Mastiff. Looks like going to go for a move here on Power Sight and McLaren. And there he goes. Scooter Matata 17.410, fastest lap of the race. At the rate he's going, he probably will get the extra bonus point. Or whether somebody else will get it later on, we'll wait and see. As I think Artie Cheng's has got past MJJ for position. Not sure whether MJJ put up much of a fight, really, but that's for 8th and 9th. Whereas Hold Up Man Dan here is closing into the back of Metz as well. So there's a few battles right, left, and centre. So Honest Crook just tried to keep it in that 1 second window here, but he's fallen out of it, I think. So, Smeg, another 3 second time penalty. So that's not going to help his cause. Especially if you get a late safety car, that might ruin his race later on. We'll wait and see. He's now within DRS range, I think, of James Cruz. So that'll be an added bonus to him. I say that as James Cruz comes into the lane for his second stop. Again, nice and cautiously. I think it's 80 kilometres an hour, I think, the pit lane speed limit. So it'll be another set for mediums, I think, for James Cruz. So that'll release Smeg now into third spot. He'll chase after Honest Crook for second position. So where does James fit into all of this? Probably behind MJJ, I'd say. Metz is coming at a rate of knots here. So it might be tight between these guys. It's going to be real tight here. Because he's on cold tyres, so Metz will probably fly by here. But it probably won't be for too much longer, I dare say. As those medium tyres, they've got plenty of grip up the sleeve. Although saying that, so do the hard competitor tyres that Metz is on. This is only on 2-lap-old hard competitor tyres. He's not quite close enough there. Artie Cheng's 3 second time penalty. Nice sideways moment there for him. Scooter Batata has got past Power Sight for 5th. So he's making good inroads on those soft competitor tyres. Dare says he runs wide as Power Sight in a McLaren. I dare say Scooter Matata may have to pit again. We'll wait and see. And we'll have the grip advantage for later on. 2.5 seconds the margin is between Chubosaurus Rex and Honest Crook. So he'd be just probably trying to manage his tyres to the end of the race. Not burn them up too much, just in case if there's a late race battle or late safety car. But probably he might pit again if there's a late safety car. But if there's a late race battle, he'll be ready and firing for later on. Show the pens. Just give me a second. There we go. Cool Coyote. So Honest Crook 3 seconds. Smeg has got 6. Pup Mastiff has got nothing. Skinner Matata 3. Power Sight nothing. Chubosaurus Rex could say the same for nothing. Artie Cheng's 3 seconds. MJJ 17 seconds. Does include a 5 second penalty for speeding in the pits. James Cruz 3. Met 6. Hold Up Man Dan 6. Stig 6. And Johnny 18 seconds. So he's got the most so far. And you can see that's the race leader, not fire in distance there. So he might be going a lap down here, will be Johnny. We'll have to wait and see. So Johnny's still pushing on. You should ignore him. He's in 13th position at the moment. Smeg within DRS range. Not quite. He's getting closer though. Under a second now between these guys. It'll be just a case of who's got the better straight line speed. Back we go here. James Cruz has got past Metz. Now he's all over the back of MJJ. So I missed that somewhere along the line. I apologise. A bit hard to keep up sometimes when everybody's doing whatnot. But actually got nothing left in ERS. But straight line speed will probably have the advantage here with DRS. Always a little bit of a contact there between those guys. A little bit awkward. As the Skidder Batata has left the session. Metz has a little look up the inside. Just let me stand by, guys. I might see if he's actually still online. I'll quickly invite him back. I do know Skidder Batata's internet is probably not the best, so that'll pretty much ruin his race. If his car does pit again, so his AI car, that is. 4.7 seconds that margin is between Chubasaurus Rex and Honest Crook, although that might change very shortly because Smeg is starting to close on to the back of Honest Crook and now has the DRS up his sleeve. He'll probably take full advantage of this as Johnny retires in the pit lane. Got a difference, straight line speed. Easy as you like, 10 lap difference on the tyres. And that's pretty much easy for Smeg. So he's up now in the second spot. If you go look quickly, you have to build a 3-second gap. Oh, this Scooter Batata's car just is in the pit lane as well, so that's probably ruined his race. Although it has gone on to another set of soft compound tyres, so that might not be all too bad. Well, you want to be careful with the car that's just rejoining the track there, so careful, careful, careful! Jesus. I thought for a second it wasn't ghosted for a minute, but thank God it is ghosted, so it is very lucky. Hopefully it is ghosted. Maybe not for some, maybe for others. That's cost Stig quite a lot, actually. And JJ, another 3-second time penalty. So like I was saying, Smeg will have to build a 3-second gap if he wants to hang on to second spot. I want to keep an eye on Pup Mystique as well, who's starting to close in here for third spot as well, so... 4.8 seconds here, this margin. We're coming stagnant at the moment. Here's James Cruz again, making some moves. He's now going to try and line up Artie Cheng's for 6th position here. Not quite get the driver's power sight is in the lane, so he doesn't think the hard compounded tyres can get to the end. The bonus is you'll have some fresh rubber to go. Have some fun on the medium compounded tyres. Where's James Cruz? Here he comes. Mercedes on AlphaTauri. Pretty simple, although the cars are on equal, I should say, so not that it matters too much, but James, that'll be just tyre grip, really. James now up in the 5th spot. I think Scooter Matata's just got past Hold Up Man Dan. I don't think he was really planning a pit stop while his AI car was basically in the lane, so... Well, it has happened now, so you can pretty much, I think, go to the end. These tyre wear might be a little bit iffy later on. So looking like everybody's sort of spreading out a little bit. Not really too much in the DRS window, although they'll say that the McLarens may switch positions later on. As Honest Crook has come into the pit lane, so it feels like it can't take the hard compounded tyres to the end of the race. So does he go... Mediums looks like are ready for him. So he'll have fresh rubber to burn as well. So there's James Cruz just coming down the front straight now. And Artie Cheng's. Might just pop in behind these guys here. He's got a little bit of margin. There's Metz. There's a Scooter Matata 17.140. New fastest lap of the race. But he'll have plenty of grip up his sleeve here. Oh, that's a little bit sideways there for Metz. Getting very sideways there off the corner for the Alfa Romeo. So it's pretty much left everybody in fresh air. So Chubasaurus Rex, 5.3 seconds. That margin may come to... You can see it actually starting to come down, actually. So it probably shows your tyre grip. They might to and fro a little bit here, depending on who's stronger in what part of the circuit here. So, and keep an eye on Pup Mystique as well. He might get on to second position in this race. Scooter Matata's got a move done even just before the baseball section, stadium section there. That's MJJ running very wide there. Just trying to see whether he's got wing damage. No. Oh, getting very sideways. Don't use overtake, please, on the when you're coming out of the corners. Would not recommend it. You're just using too much power. As he's in for a set of mediums. He'll get rid of that 5-second penalty, so that probably will help him. See to have a look with the McLaren battle here. Side by side, pretty simple, I think. 10 lap difference on the tyres. And yeah, there you go. So Power Sight up into 10th position. Stig back to 11th. So make that pretty simple there for him. Oh, Honest Crook getting a little bit too sideways coming out of the corner. Just got the back end of that one. And he's trying to make up some inroads here through the S section. Running wide, you won't do that, but he's still in the DRS window, which is key. So, as he runs it in very deep there, he probably just lost all that margin, really. So, if he's not careful here, he's trying to push on very hard here by the looks of it. Just got to play it patiently here. Smeg, another 3-second time penalty. So at the rate we're going, he might drop the 3rd position. Which might be ideal considering his nearest rival is the race leader, Chaposaurus Rex. So we could potentially, I say potentially, see the championship standings getting real tight into these next 4 races. After this one, of course. Sneak into the lane. That'll be probably for a set of softs, I would think. Let's have a look. That's not a great camera angle. Yes, it is softs, so... Hold up, man, Dan, 3-second time penalty. Where are we here? Honest Crook, still trying to push on. I think I already said the hold up, man, Dan, 3-second time penalty. It's an interesting battle brewing here for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Artie Cheng's leading this group with Honest Crook. See, Artie Cheng's actually got the fuel light on, so he might be marginal a little bit on fuel. As race leader is in, so he was doing the 2-stop strategy. I had a funny feeling this would be the case. Soft compound tyres going on for him, so he'll have grip. So he probably may go for the fastest lap as well. Which currently belongs to, as there's yellow flags, that's Metz, that's around. So whether there was contact there with somebody, don't really know, because he's dropped to 8th. Artie Cheng's is back to 7th, actually. So now Honest Crook is in this lead group now, you could say, for 5th. Schooner Matata may take advantage of this one into turn 1. A little bit close, but no cigar there. As he continues on. So Honest Crook won't have the DRS this time around compared to probably the last few laps that he has. That's a little bit close for comfort there. Just got to play it patiently. Schooner Matata. Got to gain points on your championship rivals. Or try to, if you want to. Keep aboard this. It's 1 second as well, this gap between the top 2. I don't think Pump Mastiff is quite in the window for the DRS. I'll just double check. No, he's not. But he's gaining time here. 4-lap difference of the tyres, remember. And they got a quick Chaposaurus Rex. Gonna absolutely give it everything. And I mean give it everything. On the soft competitor tyres, probably will go for the fastest lap as well. Bonus points. So that could change things up. We could potentially have a new championship leader by the end of this round as well. So back we go to Honest Crook, and this is Scooter Matata. It's trying everything in the book, but looks like a pretty good straight line speed does the Haas car for the time being. These guys don't want to fight too much here because there's another 2 guys not too far behind him. That was not the greatest of X's there for for Honest Crook, I should say. It's probably what's hurting Scooter Matata is probably the ERS use. You can look at the difference between these two. There's quite a difference between the ERS use. Stick now with the fastest lap is 16.3. That probably won't last too long. This battle's right, left, and centre. I don't know where to look. So I say that, or go back to the race leading pair. And keep an eye on that margin in 3rd place, because that will start to fall. Now Pump Mastiff's in the DRS window. This is his chance for the race lead. 16.194, near fastest lap for Chaposaurus Rex. So at the moment, he'll get the extra bonus point. And that could be crucial as well. So Pump Mastiff takes the race lead here at the Mexican GP in Tier 3 Pacific Series. He'll probably start to pull away. Smeg will be trying everything to maintain a podium at least. He may hang on to a podium. I don't know if James Cruz will have enough grip up his sleeve. We're back to this group. Look at this. Running out, inside, outside, outside. Scooter Matata's got 5th. Probably would have thought of that after he disconnected just not a couple of laps ago. So he gets 5th position now. Hopefully start to pull away on Honest Crook. And how much tyre grip has he got left up his sleeve? That'll be the key one as well. Jizzy Kai, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. I apologise. Is this race 50%? Yes, it is 50% races in this league. It always has been 50% races. Well, what would a normal race distance be, and then you halve it basically. So, yeah. I think that's pretty much majority what leagues do. You know, some leagues may do 100% race, but majority of the leagues do 50% races, that I know especially. So Smeg still hanging on. Just in the 1 second window, because we won't have the DRS. Honest Crook is still in DRS advantage as well of Scooter Matata, although he's burning probably a lot of ERS as well. But not quite close enough there. Artie Cheng's there. And Metz probably having a close battle as well. These two still fighting out for position here. Thought about it. Oh, don't spin it out there. As he gets a little bit sideways, and there goes all that margin. So, he's going to have to work hard. Metz and Artie Chengs are also close here, so this battle might be close. Might actually stick a ball with these guys, because that gap has pretty much gone out between Scooter Matata and Honest Crook. Might have to keep an eye on whether it's up the inside. I'll pause that for a minute. As Metz won't have the inside line here for this corner. At turn 13. Oh, it's close. If he hangs onto it, which he'll just hang onto it for the time being. So up in the 7th spot. This might be an interesting battle between these two for the rest of the race. Who's got the DRS? It looks like Artie Chengs has the DRS here, but he's not really going to make any inroads here, and he's close on fuel, remember, so... So he gets up into 7th spot, those Mets. Artie Cheng's back to 8th. Hold up, man. Dan and Power Side. This is a close battle for 9th and 10th. It's fresh mediums to relatively worn hards. Will it be 35% in the future? F1 Esports going to be 35%. Well, I mean, remember as well that F1 Esports, they have I think they had a different build of the game when they were doing the F1 Esports last. Yeah, it was last year, wasn't it? Because we're in 2021. But they had a different build, like with the 35% there, because that was just completely... They changed it a little bit, so I guess it's up to the game developers whether they incorporate 35% into race distances in the future, really. I don't really have a sense of that, as Jalbasaurus Rex gets 2nd position now. You can tell the difference of tyre wear. You'll probably see that when the gaps start to filter out a little bit. Jalbasaurus Rex gets the DRS. Sorry, I gotta just... Jalbasaurus Rex starts to pull away. But yeah, I think basically, back to what the point about the 35%, I think it's basically up to the game developer whether they decide to incorporate the 35% into the game itself. I mean, like I said, it was a build for the F1 Esports mainly, for the 35%, so, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see as MJJ's come in for the pit stop, and he's just gone a lap down, so... So Pump Mastiff has still got a 1.8 second margin, but how much longer, we'll wait and see. As MJJ gets a 3-second time penalty and probably will get out of the road here. Even though he will ghost a little bit, obviously, because obviously he's a lap car. So usually in these, well, it probably depends on some leagues. Some leagues will have ghosting on, so like Race Spec, obviously. At other leagues, they'll keep the ghosting off, so you have to be real cautious about that one. So the Pump Mastiff will be fighting all he can, because this is the battle for the race win. For a second there, I thought he got a warning there, but, oh, sorry, a penalty. But Hold Up Man Dan gets a 3-second time penalty again. Sector 3 yellows. That'll be for MJJ, just pulling out of the road there for Smeg. Oh, strap yourselves in, folks. I'm getting invites, I know, because I'm doing Tier 4 in about a couple of laps. But hold on, fellas. I'm coming in and not too long. Send me many of invites if the Tier 4 fellas are watching. Just keep an eye on it. And Tier 2 and Tier 1 will probably be not too far away either. Although saying that, Tier 1, of course, is commentated by Smeg. So he's doing the exact same thing as me. So going to be fun and a half here. As well, I'm red Xing a little bit here. This is what you love to see, isn't it? And this battle is closing between these guys. Might be a little bit of a lag spike there with me, I'm not sure. But anyway, just get me through another lap and then get me through another lobby, and then we'll be good. Sometimes I wish I'd saved money to buy a better house with better internet sometimes. But anyway, 0.4 of a second is this gap for the race lead. And for the race win as well. These guys will have one lap to go, and Pump Mastiff will be trying everything he can to probably hang on for dear life. But he knows he's got a quick guy right behind him on quick rubber. You're using every single bit of ERS you've got, but it's probably no use as Chubosaurus Rex takes the race lead back on the final lap. Geez, this sport can be cruel sometimes, can't it? Pump Mastiff probably would have been on track for the race victory, but it's all changed now. But still, it'll be a good result for position 2. This rate, Smeg will be holding up for 3rd. I don't know why it's saying James Cruz is a lap down. Let me see if this fixes it. Nope, nothing. So, I have to keep an eye on Scooter Matata as well if he drops down the field. Because sometimes this game, I don't know why it seems to do it, but just really wants to do it sometimes, whether it'll drop people down for no reason. Hold Up Man Dan is retired in the pit lane. Okay, that's an interesting one. With about a lap to go. Yeah, that's a really weird one when you're in 10th position, but maybe that's just rage quit it, I'm not sure. But the confetti is going off in the baseball stadium section. This has been one heck of a battle all the way through. It's Chubosaurus Rex that wins the Mexican Grand Prix over Pump Mastiff, who gave it his absolute all, but just in the end fell short. Smeg, our championship leader for now, I think. Well, might not be for now. We'll wait and see after on, but by my reckoning, I'd be doubtful whether he'll hang on. It might just. We'll wait and see. He finishes the 3rd. James Cruz, nice drive for him in 4th. Scooter Matata should finish in 5th. And I think he might finish in 5th as well. Honest Crook there in 6th. Then it's Mats in 7th. Artie Cheng's in 8th. No, 7th actually. So he'll get position 7 because less penalties. Stigger's 11th. Mem JJ is in 12th. And Power's Sight, I think, will finish the last of the runners here. Not sure if Hold Up Man Dan, he might finish 10th. We'll wait and see because he's classified 90%. Metz will get the driver of the day, the Alfa Romeo. A bit hard to tell, really, who to give the driver of the day, really. So, let's celebrate the podium. There's a Brendan Lee figure there on the top step of the podium. Probably in the wrong colours, considering where he's driving in F1 Esports for 2021. There you go, guys and girls. We'll have a look at the race results one last time, and then I'll finish it up, and we'll get to Tier 4 very shortly. Hopefully, it'll show us the results anyway. So there's the final results. Chubasaurus Rex with the pole and the fastest lap and the race win here at the Mexican Grand Prix. Then Putt Mastiff there in second spot. It's a hectic drive, nonetheless, to finish up in second, just missing out on the race win. Smeg ends up on the podium there in third. James Cruz, good drive from him in fourth. Scooter Batata there at fifth. Honest Crook there in sixth in the end. Artie Chang's in seventh. Metz obviously got driver of the day, 12th to 8th. Power Sight in ninth. Hold Up Man Dan in 13th. Obviously, whether he finishes there or not, I don't know. He's a lap down, he says, but obviously DNF, but might get classified because of the 90% rule. Stig in 11th and MJJ in 12th. And then the DNFs being Johnny and Lajardo. So, let me just get the ending screen here. That's where I'm going to have to wrap it up, guys and girls. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the stream. Hopefully it wasn't too bad compared to the last time I streamed. It's, yeah, smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to Race Spec Esports channel if you haven't already to check out all the videos. Right, left, and centre, whether it'll be F1 or GT Sport. So keep an eye out for those ones. I'll be back pretty shortly, really, for Tier 4. But go also check out Tiers 1 and 2 if you're also there. And also go check out the Euro side of things and Americas. That'll be tomorrow morning for me. The Euro side and Americas will be tomorrow late morning, early afternoon. But, of course, it'll all depend on where you live anyway. But, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And till next week, which will beat, I think, the Spanish Grand Prix, it is goodbye.